What if your skin tone, your culture, your story wasn't something you had to defend, but something women admire? Somewhere beyond the borders of the United States, there are places where your strength isn't seen as a threat, your smile isn't misunderstood, and your value doesn't have to be proven every single day. And that idea might surprise you, because in America, dating can often feel more like a battlefield than a journey toward connection. High competition, unspoken biases, a broken dating culture, and the rising cost of living warrants Black men to spend most of their energy surviving rather than enjoying life or finding real love. But the world is bigger than America. Step outside, and you'll find countries where women aren't just attracted to your appearance, they're moved by your resilience, your wisdom, your culture, and your depth. In these places, you don't have to act strong. You already are. And women see it clearly. They respect you. They appreciate you. They value your skin, your identity, and the story you carry. And the best part is that these countries don't just welcome you emotionally, they also offer a life that's genuinely easier. Low cost of living that feels unreal. Safety levels that might shock you, and a lifestyle where you can finally build a new chapter, calmer, lighter, and happier. Today, we're beginning a journey through 5 hidden, authentic, and unexpectedly perfect countries where Black men aren't just noticed, they're cherished and chosen. If you've ever felt overlooked or underestimated at home, this video may open a door you never knew existed. Get ready. The life you deserve might be waiting in a place you've never imagined. Country 5. Colombia. Colombia is the first place that makes many Black men pause for a moment and ask themselves, why does this country make me feel so welcomed? The moment you step into Cartagena, you understand. Golden sunlight spills across ancient stone walls. The ocean breeze slides through narrow colonial streets, and the warmth on people's faces has something unusual in it, something that makes you feel as if you've belonged here long before you arrived. Travel south and Cali greets you with nights of blazing salsa, where music and rhythm don't just entertain you, they open the door to new, meaningful connections. Meanwhile, Medellin, resting quietly in its green valley, filled with cafes, flowers, and peaceful evenings, carries a completely different energy. Soft, calm, intimate. Together, these places create a truth many expats agree on. This is the most Black man-friendly country in South America. And you'll be surprised by how easy life can feel here. A modern apartment in Medellin or Cali costs only $280, $420 a month. A local meal runs $3 to $6. Clean, efficient metro lines keep your transportation costs at just $20, $30 a month. Even private EPS healthcare, famously reliable and accessible, ranges from only $45 or $90 a price, so low it makes you question why you endured U.S. medical bills for so many years. But numbers are just the surface. What truly defines Colombia is the feeling of safety, community, and human closeness. In Medellin, neighborhoods like El Poblado and Laureles offer modern conveniences, calm streets, and a lifestyle that feels instantly livable. In Cali, Granada, and San Antonio, tell a different story, warmer, more soulful, more Afro. The Afro-Colombian community here is large, proud, and incredibly welcoming, making it easy for a Black man to blend in, connect, and feel accepted without hesitation. Colombian women especially. Afro-Colombian women add an entirely new layer to this experience. They're naturally attracted to strength that doesn't need to be loud, to masculinity that doesn't need to be forced, and to the grounded confidence many Black men carry. They admire resilience. They admire the depth in your journey. They admire the calm but powerful presence that sets you apart. And in the nights of salsa, when the drums start beating, the distance between two strangers dissolves almost instantly. You don't have to pretend to be someone big. You just have to be yourself, and that's already more than enough. Then comes the story that touches many people when they speak about Colombia. Marcus, 46, from Atlanta. A man who survived a difficult divorce and years of emotional burnout. He traveled to Cali simply to take a break, but within 1 month, he experienced something he thought he had lost: the feeling of being seen, appreciated, and valued. The locals in his neighborhood invited him to family dinners as if he were a long-lost cousin. A group of young guys taught him salsa for free, laughing when he missed a step, but always lifting him up with genuine encouragement. In a casual Spanish class, he met Daniela, an Afro-Colombian English teacher. During a simple conversation, she looked at him and said, "I love the way you carry yourself. You look like a man who has lived and learned." Marcus said he froze. After years of feeling invisible, judged, or overlooked, those words broke something open inside him. For the first time in a long time, he felt truly seen, not for what he had to prove, but for who he already was. And if you think Colombia is only for a short vacation, the visa rules tell another story. You can stay long enough to build a real life. A tourist visa gives 90 days and is easily extendable to 90 more. For something long-term, Colombia's investment and pension visas are incredibly popular, especially among people aged 45 to 65 who are ready for a calmer, healthier, more fulfilling chapter. If there is one place that makes your heart open just a little, one place that makes you whisper, "Why didn't I come here sooner?" Colombia might be the perfect beginning. Country 4. Costa Rica. Costa Rica greets you with a feeling that's hard to describe, something calm, grounding, and honest. It's not loud, not overwhelming, not trying to impress you. When you arrive in Tamarindo, the sunlight settles over the shoreline in a soft golden layer. The waves move with a rhythm that slows your heartbeat, and for the first time in a long time, your mind feels quiet. Up in Monteverde, the air becomes cooler and greener, and the cloud forest wraps you in a silence that reminds you how long you've lived with noise. This country's spirit is captured in one simple phrase: Pura vida. People here smile in a way that feels real, unforced, almost healing. And if you're a black man, you notice something quickly. You're treated with ease, respect, and natural warmth from the very first interaction. Life here is surprisingly affordable, almost peaceful in how simple it feels. A clean, comfortable apartment costs around $400, $620 a month, eating at local sodas. Costa Rica's humble family-run restaurants costs $5 to $10 per meal. Public transportation is cheap and reliable, usually $25 to $35 per month. Even seeing a doctor, something many Americans dread, is only $30 to $40. These numbers tell you why so many American expats choose Costa Rica not just for retirement, but for a second chance at life. But what truly sets Costa Rica apart is the safety. Not the safe enough kind, actually safe. Towns like Atenas, Grecia, and Heredia are known as some of the calmest, most comfortable places to live in all of Central America. Here, neighbors call you by your name, not stare at you with suspicion. Kids play outside freely. People walk at night without fear gripping their shoulders. It's the kind of environment where daily life finally feels like life, not survival. And there's something else, something powerful that many black men feel almost immediately. Costa Rican women genuinely appreciate black men. This isn't a trend or curiosity. It's cultural and historical. In Limon, the Afro-Caribbean community has been part of Costa Rica for over 300 years, so the presence of black men is familiar, respected, and naturally woven into society. Women here are drawn to authenticity, positive energy, and the way many black American men treat women with respect, gentleness, and genuine presence. Your calm confidence, your expressive nature, your cultural depth, all of it resonates deeply here. The story of Jerome 52 from Chicago captures this truth perfectly. After years of feeling drained and unrecognized in the U.S., Jerome came to Costa Rica for one reason: to find a place that was healthy for my mind. He settled in the small town of Grecia, where life moves slowly and softly. That's where he met Mariela, a 36-year-old single mother working in tourism. They didn't meet at a bar or on an app. They met during a simple neighborly gathering. Their conversation was natural, unhurried. At one point, Mariela looked at him and said, "I love your calm strength. You make me feel safe and seen." Jerome told me he had to turn his head for a moment to keep from tearing up. After years in America, he said, "In America, I felt invisible. Here, I feel human again." A simple sentence, but powerful enough to explain why so many men choose to stay. And if you decide Costa Rica might be more than a vacation, the country makes it easy. You get 90 days as a tourist, and if you want a long-term life here, the Pensionado visa is one of the easiest in the world, requiring only about $1,000 per month in stable income. No complicated barriers, no impossible requirements, just a straightforward path to a quieter, kinder chapter of life. Costa Rica doesn't offer luxury or extravagance. What it offers is something far more valuable: peace, respect, and the feeling of being truly seen for who you are. Country 3. Thailand. Thailand carries a completely different kind of energy. A blend of modern rhythm, ancient calm, and a hospitality that has become part of its identity. When night falls in Bangkok, the city glows like a galaxy on the ground. Neon lights reflect off street food stalls, where the smell of pad thai, grilled skewers, and fresh coconut fills the warm air. In Phuket, the sound of the waves under soft yellow lights creates a sense of freedom you didn't know you were missing. And in Chiang Mai, the night is gentler, cool breeze, softly lit temples, and old streets that feel like they've been waiting quietly for you. Together, they create a country that is both exciting and safe, a place known as one of the safest nations in all of Asia for foreigners. What surprises most people is how affordable and comfortable life feels here. A clean apartment in Bangkok, Chiang Mai, or Pattaya costs around $300–500 a month. Street food. The heart of Thai culture is not only delicious, but incredibly cheap at $2–3 per meal. Transportation is so inexpensive that you barely notice how much you spend. From the BTS SkyTrain to the familiar tuk-tuks, everything is convenient and accessible. Healthcare in Thailand is among the best in Asia, with hospitals like Bangkok Hospital offering international quality service at a fraction of US prices. It's no wonder so many expats, especially those between 45 and 60, feel genuinely cared for here. But what leaves the strongest impression on many black men is how Thai women see them with curiosity, respect, and an admiration that feels honest. Thai women appreciate men who are polite, composed, and confident, and many black men naturally embody those traits: a calm self-assurance, grounded masculinity, clear communication, and a strong physical presence. In Thailand, those qualities aren't just noticed, they're valued. The culture is incredibly open to international relationships, especially in cities like Bangkok, Chiang Mai, Phuket, and Pattaya, where people from all over the world meet and connect effortlessly. The culture of love in Thailand is different too. It's not rushed, not dramatic, not chaotic. Relationships here tend to be gentle, respectful, and built on genuine care. Family matters deeply, loyalty is taken seriously, and long-term commitment often grows from patience rather than intensity. This aligns surprisingly well with many black men in their mid-30s to 60s who want peace, stability, and a meaningful relationship rather than games or chaos. When you're sincere, responsible, and emotionally present, Thai women see that clearly and respond to it sincerely. Thailand also stands out because of how easy it is to stay long-term. The tourist visa gives you 60 days, and you can extend it for another 30 days with minimal hassle. If Colombia and Costa Rica open the doors of passion and healing, Thailand offers something equally powerful: stability, respect, and a space where you're seen for exactly who you are. Country 2. Mexico. Mexico is a country where every region has its own soul, yet all of them open their arms to anyone seeking freedom, diversity, and a gentler way of living. In Oaxaca, you'll feel the artistic pulse and deep indigenous identity painted across colorful walls and lively plazas. Mérida offers something softer: warm sunlight, clean streets, a slow, graceful rhythm that calms you without effort. Veracruz carries a Caribbean heartbeat where drums dance and Afro-Latino culture flow through every meal and every street corner. And Mexico City. It's an entire universe of its own, modern, energetic, and surprisingly welcoming to foreigners. Across the entire nation, one truth repeats itself: Mexico is multicultural, rich in heritage, and remarkably friendly toward Black men, treating them with respect and genuine curiosity. Life in Mexico is also incredibly manageable. Your entire monthly cost of living sits comfortably around $1, $200, $1, and $500, covering everything from food to transportation. A beautiful, spacious apartment with natural light, exactly the kind expats prefer, ranges from $450 to $700. Eating local food is practically effortless. Tacos, tamales, quesadillas, everything is delicious and only a few dollars. Healthcare is another major strength. Private hospitals in Mexico City, Mérida, and Guadalajara meet international standards, and yet the cost is only a fraction of what you'd pay in the United States. For anyone seeking a sustainable long-term lifestyle, Mexico becomes a very smart choice. But you can't talk about Mexico without talking about dating, because that's where things get even more interesting. Mexican women are often drawn to strong, grounded men with a deep sense of culture and identity. They value family loyalty and emotional steadiness, qualities many Black men naturally possess. In Veracruz and Oaxaca, where Afro-Mexican communities have existed for generations, Black men aren't just familiar, they're seen as a natural part of the social fabric. In these areas, it's easy for Black men to connect, to be understood, and to build relationships that feel both culturally aligned and emotionally sincere. And of course, safety matters. While Mexico does have regions with issues, many cities are known for being extremely safe for expats, especially Mérida, Querétaro, and San Miguel de Allende. These are places where you can walk at night without fear, talk to your neighbors without suspicion, and live a peaceful daily life. It's no coincidence that these cities attract large numbers of American expats, forming friendly, supportive communities where everyone looks out for each other. One more major advantage of Mexico is the visa system. Unlike many countries with strict entry rules, Mexico allows 180 days on a tourist visa, one of the most generous policies in the world. And if you want to stay longer, the residency process is straightforward, which is why so many Americans choose Mexico as their long-term home. Mexico is a rare combination of deep culture, warm people, low living costs, and real opportunities to start fresh with dignity. If you want a place that's beautiful, affordable, safe, and open to meaningful relationships, Mexico might be the country that surprises you the most. Country 1. The Philippines. The Philippines touches you in a very unique way, not loud, not flashy, but with a warmth that goes straight to the heart. A nation of more than 7,000 islands, each with its own shade of blue, its own rhythm, and the signature Filipino smile that people offer genuinely to anyone they meet. From the white sands of Boracay to the energetic streets of Cebu to the calm shores of Bohol, this country gives you a powerful feeling. From the very first moment you are welcomed, you are respected, and you are seen with kindness. What surprises many people is how affordable life here truly is. A clean, comfortable apartment near the city or even near the beach costs only $280 to $500 a month. Local eateries, carinderias, small food stalls, family-run restaurants serve full delicious meals for just $2–5. Healthcare is another major advantage. A doctor's visit costs only $10 to $25, making long-term living extremely manageable. And transportation might be the cheapest in Southeast Asia: jeepneys for cents, inexpensive buses and taxis, or grab rides that cost far less than in most neighboring countries. But the real reason the Philippines earns a place on this list is the people, especially the women. Filipino women are known for their warmth, loyalty, and sincerity. They are naturally drawn to confident, grounded men with strong personalities and good energy qualities many black men naturally possess. They are especially attracted to men who are straightforward, humorous, kind, and masculine in a balanced, genuine way. It's not a temporary fascination. Filipino women often feel a deep sense of trust, safety, and emotional connection with black men, appreciating their confidence and authenticity. Unlike many other places, Filipino dating culture avoids unnecessary drama and emotional games. Relationships here tend to be straightforward, committed, and built on mutual respect. Family values matter deeply, and loyalty is essential. This makes the Philippines an ideal environment for black men seeking a serious, stable, meaningful relationship. You don't need to reinvent yourself. Being who you are is already enough to be valued here. When it comes to visas, the Philippines is one of the easiest countries in the world for long stays. You can remain in the country for up to 36 months just by extending a tourist visa, something incredibly rare globally. And if you wish to settle down, the SRRV Special Resident Retiree Visa is one of the simplest residency pathways you can find, with reasonable financial requirements and minimal complexity. This is why the Philippines has become a top destination for many Americans seeking a kinder, lighter, more peaceful chapter of life. The Philippines isn't just cheap, it isn't just beautiful, it isn't just friendly. It's a place where you can find connection, peace, and a hopeful new beginning. Especially if you're a black man looking for somewhere you will be genuinely appreciated and valued for who you are. As you look back on the journey through these 5 countries, one truth becomes unmistakably clear: the world is much bigger and much kinder than many people realize. Out there are places where the cost of living is low enough for you to finally breathe, where women genuinely appreciate black men, where you don't have to prove your worth every single day, and where your identity, your story, and your presence are truly seen and respected. These countries don't just offer a new lifestyle, they offer something deeper. The peace, dignity, and recognition that many have been searching for years. And now it's your turn. Which country made your heart stop for a second? Which one made you think, maybe, this is where I'm meant to be? Drop your chosen country in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Your journey to a better, freer life is only just beginning.